I got some pretty women right here in the studio. My gorgeous co-hostess, Tammy. How are you, sweetheart?
Hi, I'm good, Coach. How are you?
I love your little voice, and I love your little face, and I love your little pink hair. And you're wearing the pink hair as a dedication to your girlfriend, right?
Yeah, one of my friends has breast cancer, so about 8 of us.
God bless her. Let's give a shout-out to her. What's her name?
Well, I have a couple friends that
let's do some shout-outs.
Fighting cancer. Cynthia, right now, she's home. She's doing good. But
big shout-out to you, girl. Hopefully you're listening to the show on KHTS, 12:20 a.m. and all over the country on hometownstation.com. All over the country. Yeah. And we have an app. She can download the app, go into the App Store, and you can listen to us on the app.
We'll pass it on.
Just put in KHTS in your phone there, and the app will pop up. All right, so any more dedications?
Not right now.
I'm dedicating the show to my dear friend Danny Anderson, who's laying in a hospital bed, massive heart attack. 61 years old, sad story. So, Danny, my prayers are with you, buddy.
Feel better.
Yeah, feel better. And Edwin's in the studio. Say hi, Edwin. You can say hi right to the microphone right there.
Hello, Coach.
Hello. That's Edwin, so he's listening. He may chime in. The show today is about female issues, Edwin. We're going to talk about women today. Everything. So if you're a guy and you don't want to hear about work balance issues, turn off the radio. If you're a guy and you don't want to hear what's going on the other side of darkness, turn off the radio.
No, they need to keep it on.
They really do.
They need to learn.
No, they really. they can keep it on all they want. They're not going to learn a damn thing.
It'll only make their life easier.
You know my beautiful wife.
I do.
So there's only 4 words in my entire marriage. Yes, honey, and I'm sorry. That's all I got.
What about I love you? What about that?
Once in a while.
See,
once in a while.
Come on,
all right,
Coach.
so coming up here in a minute, we'll get her on the air. Her name is Megan Tull. Really cool website. She's another beauty like you, megantull.com. And she's I guess a life coach. I'm a business coach, so I don't coach people about their life issues. So if you're stuck in business, I'm a good guy, but I don't care. Well, I do care about
you
your life.
Don't they go hand in hand, though?
Kind of, yeah. But I don't get into the marriages. Do life coaches, they get into the marriages and stuff? I don't do that stuff.
Yeah.
I just, I'm trying to help you make more money. That's what I want to do.
Right.
If you have a business,
I do.
You're a bartenderess. Is
do.
it a bartenderess? How would you refer to that? What's the name of your bar business?
I'm a mixologist. It's called a mixologist.
But you are
now.
so good at what you do. You do our annual Halloween party.
I do.
And you're unbelievable. You were the life of the party. Not only are you mixologist, you made everybody happy.
I'm entertainment.
Especially when you started drinking.
I do not.
Huh?
I don't
you
drink on
the... You had a shooter or two. Come on, girl. You had a shooter or two.
I'm Dr. Feelgood. That's what I should have on my name badge. Dr. Feelgood.
So you're a mixologist?
I'm a mixologist.
Do we have Sharon? No, Sharon. Sharon? Who's Sharon? I don't even know Sharon. Do we have Megan yet on the phone? What are you doing? He's doing
not
his
yet,
Facebook.
Not yet. We can plug, my business more.
Let's plug your business. So if somebody needs a mixologist.
Yes. Or servers or from anything from, just
do you do food?
I work with caterers. I work with everybody.
Why don't you do tacos in mixology?
Do you know 2 months ago, every single event that I did had a taco.
You should do tacos.
But that's not my specialty.
Well, no, you should. I got to work with you, girl. I'm a business coach. When somebody, so you go and talk to somebody about doing their party, right?
Correct.
Then they say, do you know anybody that can do food? They ask you, right?
They do.
And you say, yes, I do.
And I do.
And then you go out and broker the deal.
I do.
Oh, you do?
I do that. Okay. I have a network of people.
I wonder what Robin paid for our taco. That was pretty good.
Yeah,
it's really good.
Minimum of 300.
300,
mm-hmm.
And mark it up to 500. And put 2 large in your pocket.
Right. I do that.
Remember
everybody.
We did Picarillo's party.
Correct.
You did,
yes.
And he had a comedian there.
So great.
So funny.
That was a great party.
Yeah, that was really fun. And the music was incredible.
The music, I still have that on my business page on Facebook.
You can broker the music and the comedian. All right, so Megan's with us. So from Austin, Texas, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, we have a great guest today with us. And go to megantull.com, megantull.com. Welcome to Southern California, Megan. It's only going to be 85 today. How are you, girl?
I'm great, Ron. How are you?
I'm wonderful. So say hi to Tammy Butler Holtz or Tammy Holtz. I don't know. Depending on whether she's had a fight with her husband, it's either Holtz or Butler. So what is it today?
It's Holtz.
Holtz today. So she's in.
Hi, Tammy Holtz.
Hi, Megan.
So for all our listeners in Southern California, and we have thousands of them, also say hi to my dear friend Edwin. He's in the studio. He's not going to say anything. Say hi to Megan. No, we shut off your mic. All right, so we're dedicating this whole hour, Megan, to you, to Tammy, to women. So, guys, if you're listening, I've invited you to go put on some country music or hip hop and get out of here because you may not learn anything. But on the other hand, you were saying if you're a real guy, you need to know what's going on the other side. Right?
You want to, I would think.
You want to. So.
Makes life easier, I would think.
All right, so you're a work balance. What's the title of your book?
Well, my book's called The Passion Belief Method: Own Your Value and Earn Your Worth in Business.
I love that.
I figured you would. So you have a cool website, megantull.com, and you're not bad to look at, girls, so that's another plus.
Thank you.
Okay, so work balance, life issues, and this is a good day for you. I knew this would be a good day for you. So how I think mothers, ladies, have the toughest job in the world. You've got 2 beautiful kids. You got a job. You got a husband. Mm-hmm. You got a life. I mean, how do you make all this work as a female today?
Well, I think it's so important to really be intentional with your day. Otherwise, you can be consumed with, all the things you have to do and these overwhelming thoughts of, oh my gosh, I have to take the kids to school and then I have to do this and then I have to do that. And we get into this state of overwhelm that sometimes, just paralyzes us. So something that I've been doing for years now is to really make sure that I'm starting off my day the right way. And that I have a little exercise that I actually do. And that's to start my day off by really focusing on what I'm grateful for. And this, Ron and Tammy, it really allows you to quiet your mind and, get into a state of peace. So, you can think about, I'm grateful for my family and my friends and my health. I'm certainly grateful that I get to do what I love to do every day and help people with my gift. So I start focusing on the things I'm grateful for to get into that quiet state of mind and shut down all the monkey chatter is what I call it. And then from that place, you can start thinking about how you want your day to turn out. And that's what I was talking about, being intentional. So thinking about all the things you have planned throughout the day, whether you are a business person, you have a career or job or business, thinking all the things you have to do with that, but then also personal life, if you have to take your kid to an appointment or whatever, how you want that to look like. So you almost role play in your mind or visualize what you want your day to look like and, set your intentions and your focus on your desired outcomes. And I cannot tell you how powerful that is because, the universe will shift and things will start to line up to really help make that come true. And you just have so much more control over your day. Now, I'm not saying that nothing will go wrong, but, you will be on track to really start getting the results you desire each and every day. So that is certainly a great place to start.
All right, let me chime in. So we're talking to Megan Tull. Go to megantull.com, Tull. Tammy and the coaches here, my dear friend Edwin. You're listening on KHTS 1220 all over the country on hometownstation.com. Don't forget to download the app. And you can download the app too, Megan, and listen to the coach. Just go into the App Store and put in KHTS and then 1220 a.m. The app will come up, and you can listen to the coach anytime you want. So awesome. I do the same thing. I wake up every morning, and I wake up with gratitude. The first thing I do when I open my eyes, I thank God that I opened my eyes. And then I start every day with gratitude because if you start your day just exactly what you said, being thankful for your life, no matter how tough or easy it is, it's hard to be frustrated. It's hard to be mad. It's hard to be angry. When you're throwing thanks out to the universe, I love everything you said. It's 100% true. The universe, if you ask for help, Sometimes it doesn't come today. Sometimes it doesn't come in a week. Sometimes it doesn't even come in a month. But if you keep asking for help and you put that out there with your friends, with your family, and you act like a winner, and you act graceful, and you act thankful, I like your chances. Agree or disagree, Megan?
Yeah, absolutely agree with that.
Now, back to, so this is Ladies' Day on KHTS, and so my question goes to Tammy's a mommy, got 2 young kids. You've got young kids. Mm-hmm. The work balance issue, you yesterday on the show says to me, Tammy says to me, Megan, she says, I said, how are you today? She says, well, I'm the same way every day. I got a crazy life. And she says, you said, if I could just have quiet time. How did you say it? Because it really affected me when you said it.
I needed just me time, just a minute to myself time.
Yeah.
That's just me. And that's why everybody says, why do you go to the gym every day? Because
that's me time.
That's my me. That is my only, it feels like it's a legitimate thing for me to do, just going to get a cup of coffee.
And you have to discipline yourself to do that, don't you?
I do.
We're going to talk about coffee, so I want to save that. We're going to talk about coffee. So, Megan, me time, does that register with you?
Absolutely. And, whether it's me time or time with the kids or time with your husband or, time to do the things that you really enjoy doing, it's all about getting clear on what your priorities are and then setting boundaries around those priorities and making sure you're honoring those. So as far as I'm concerned, priorities should be your family and your health and your faith and things like that. That needs to come before, your career or your business or, any money-making activities. So, once you get really clear on what those priorities are and then plug them into your calendar and, make sure that you're honoring those boundaries, then you can schedule everything else around that. So I think if you just make an effort and put it on the calendar, you can actually do a lot more than you think you can. So I've worked with hundreds of clients that are business owners, and I can't tell you how many times I'd hear, I just don't have time to do it all. And that's all they keep saying. But you know what? If you keep saying that, that is going to be your truth. And, you are going to get stuck in that perpetual thought process, and that's what you're going to keep attracting is that busyness and craziness of life. But if you decide, you know what, I do have time for everything, and you start plugging everything into your calendar, it's amazing, if you are focused, with those time blocks and focused on the things that you're intending to do with all of, your priorities, you can get so much more done than you ever thought possible.
Do you both? I'm going to ask both ladies. Do you just posted in Facebook? Incidentally, I'm close to 5,000 friends on Facebook, so please friend me, Coach Ron Tunick. I need to get to 5,000. So, do you do any kind of a vision board?
You know what? I did. I will tell you. Before I got married, I had the ring that I wanted, the house that I wanted, and all that. In college, when I was playing sports, I did the vision board and I did the visualizing, just like Megan said. I visualized getting first place in a race, and I visualized, getting an A on a test. I did those things, but I haven't done them in probably 8 years.
Wow. I did the same thing as a kid. So, what are you doing? What? Huh? My phone's on? Oh, my phone's not on. My phone's off. So, Megan, do you write down? Do you do vision boards?
You know what? I have created a vision board, but something else that I do is, write down. Before I go to bed, I write down what I want to achieve the next day, and I'm even more, intentional with that on a daily basis. But one thing I want to say is...
Whoa, slow down first. I'm talking to Megan Toll. Go to megantoll.com. And the name of your book is what?
The Passion Belief Method, Own Your Value and Earn Your Worth in Business.
So you plan the next day, the night before you go to bed. What about planning? All right, so time out. So you're planning the next day, the night before you go to bed. Okay, so that, interesting. All right, so you know what your day is going to be tomorrow?
Yes.
Well, she will tonight. She'll know it
yeah,
tonight.
well, at night I will.
Yeah.
But, so yes, you have that big vision, the goals that you want to obtain. But in order for those goals to actually become a reality, you have to take daily action towards those goals. So making sure you are very on purpose each day with the activities that you're doing, and making sure, the activities you're doing are, producing results that are going to get you to your goals. But, one of the things I've found over the years, and I'm sure y'all would agree with me, is, sometimes, we don't know what we don't know. And it's very difficult for us to envision something that we've never discovered before. So I say, have a vision, but be open to what else is possible because, I just recently heard that song, some of God's greatest gifts are unanswered prayers, right? We think we know what we want, but, sometimes there's something better out there. So being open to, the possibility of something more, I think, and just being aware of that and being present in the moment to see those opportunities show up in your life that could be even more or better than what we could have ever imagined.
I believe also that everything happens for a reason, just along the lines of unanswered prayers. A door might close and at the time you're upset about it and you don't get it, you don't see why. And then, like you said, Coach, a day later, an hour later, a month later, a year later, it'll come full circle and you'll go, oh, I get it. I get why that happened now.
It's interesting listening to Megan. Not only listening to her, but check her website out, megantoll.com. I'm very spiritual. I'm Catholic. I cross myself and pray 20 times a day. Rarely go to church, but I believe in God. I believe in the universe. I don't use God, but I use the same thing as Megan does, the universe. And what you give, you get back. You give a lot, girl, and you get back a lot. And we all have challenges. You got some big challenges in your life now, but it's a process, isn't it, Megan?
Absolutely. I mean, I've actually experienced a lot of adversity in my life. I was a widow at 30 and a single mom for 9.5 years. My son was only 2.5 when he lost his dad, and a lot of, ups and downs in my business, in my personal and financial, and professional life. But, I believe that every experience in your life, good or bad, they're all just stepping stones leading us to who we're meant to be. But, the thing is, it is important to grieve and to mourn and to, go through those different emotions, but you do not want to remain a victim of your circumstance.
All right, hold on a second. We got to take a break. I'm gonna hold you
Sure.
over because I want you to help Tammy, and we have a big female audience on our show. So Tammy's, can I say this on the air?
Sure.
About Pat?
Sure.
So Tammy's husband is an L.A. police detective, undercover, has a stroke on the job. And when we come back from break, I want you to help Tammy, because have you grieved?
No, I'm in survival mode right now.
So I want you to help Tammy and all the ladies out there that are struggling with something big in their life, something that happened to them that they had no control over. So help us get through this period. Help our audience, Megan, understand the fact that you lost your husband at age 30. I'm sorry about that. Were you in love with him?
Oh, he's my high school sweetheart. So I met him when I was 15.
Oh, so sorry, honey. So sorry. So sorry. We're going to come right back, and you're going to listen to Megan do a little coaching here on the air on KHTS in Southern California, 1220 a.m. And download the app if you're driving and you're pulling in the driveway. You want to continue to hear our show. Go to the App Store, Droid or iPhone. And just put in KHTS. Edwin, do it now. Put in KHTS in your Apple Droid there, whatever you got. And the app will pop up. It's free. It's the best radio app in the country. We'll be right back on the show we call The Business of Life.